Hello, everyone. This is going to be a very short update, about 10 minutes to be precise. Nekaspiff, how are you doing? How are you all doing? All right, this is going to be, like I said earlier on, a really quick update. I can see that you all are awake at this time of the night. Why do people like gossip like this? Anyway, let's start on a positive note. Today, Tuesday, is going to be our charity feeding. To those who contributed, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. To those of you who haven't contributed because you don't have, God loves you and you are still blessed. To those who haven't contributed because they have their own personal charities, God bless you. Keep running your charities. To those who haven't contributed because they're stingy, may God continue being stingy with you as well. I'm just joking. Let me not start sounding like people's pastors. But anyway, like I said earlier on, someone said be blocking. Now my work. Now I don't get to work. Someone said I should wave so they can be sure. How are you doing? Paris, say rest now. You are on my live. If you are resting, will you be on my live? Eleribu. You won't rest. You don't only rest. One man no ilana sari lasting. Anyway, quite a lot is going on. Let's talk about women taking their husbands' names after marriage. How important is it to you as a man? And how important is it to you as a woman? I remember a friend of mine said he was not going to pay bride price if his wife refused to take his surname. Thank God for teaching day by day, no easy. Thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating me. Let's talk about that. Then I also want to talk about Davido. Real quick, Davido. Someone said nonsense. One or two opinions. Guys, girls, what do you think? The guy said he was not going to pay her bride price. Now, the essence of paying bride price is not so that you be, for instance, if my name is my sister, imagine my sister's name is Olarinde, and she goes to marry someone called, what's Davido's surname? Adeleke, for instance. So she now decides to be Olarinde Adeleke. My guy say lie, say no go pay bride price. So see, they should have it written in front of a lawyer that the moment she refuses to answer his name and only his name, his bride price will be refunded. And I thought the guy was mad back then. Of course, I wouldn't want to marry somebody and the person will still be answering her father's name. If you are answering your father's name, marry your father. Unless there is a situation involved. You understand? I would be I wouldn't be happy, for instance. And the worst one is your father's name and my name. Really? Really? Someone said my wife has her son name. The problem now is, what name are the kids going to bear? I don't want you women. Women don't say anything. No, this is not your matter. This is for the men. Women, you are not allowed to talk. Women were not allowed to talk. Men alone. This is a men alone segment. What will you say before? Someone say insecurity, they ask, they worry. Would you be okay if your wife answers her father's name and your name? Let's discuss. Would you be okay if your wife answers your father's name and your name? Ali said, I hyphenated my last name and our kids bear their father's name. The men are not talking now. Anything where you know, like, talk them down. Oh. Because that's how people will push your men. The men will say they are okay with it. Meanwhile, they are not okay with it. All the ladies find it very easy to take decisions on behalf of men. And on my TikTok, just the light fire these days. 95 people, they watch me for TikTok. As in, they cruise me. There are more people watching me on TikTok than on Facebook. And I have 7,000 followers on Facebook and 107,000 followers on, sorry, more people are watching me on YouTube than on TikTok than on YouTube. Sheifumi, please, I need somebody to join me live on this TikTok. Make I even hear from my TikTok people. As in, I can't be, the way they get TikTok love, they cruise me. 94 people, 100 people. Yeah, earlier on today was 202 people watching me live on TikTok. Someone said I won't be comfortable with it. Okay, I have quite a few new messages on TikTok. Some guests want to come live. Amaka, let me connect you. And Odime, let me connect you on TikTok. And Serato. Okay, let me connect you. No, hear these TikTok people waiting, they even want to talk, Seth. So Amaka, you came first. Oops, Amaka's gone. Oh. Amaka, you there?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. That's Serato, I think.
No, this is Odimoni.
Odimoni. Okay, Odimoni, what in your opinion, is it important for a woman to bear your name? Or you don't mind the hyphenated surname, or in fact, she can even answer her father's name. That's her business. What is your take?
If she has to answer her father's name, that means she's not ready to marry.
So, in your opinion, if she's not ready, if she answers her father's name, then she's not ready to marry.
Yeah. Even the Bible says that a man will leave his father's house and a woman will leave his father's house to take up the man's name.
The Bible doesn't say it like that, too. The Bible says a man will leave his wife, his parents, and cleave to his wife, and the two will become one. Quoted from the book of Genesis and repeated in the book of Matthew chapter 19. We know Bible.
Yeah, and in that case, you as a woman, you take up everything about the man.
Really?
And, yeah. Let me say, even before I was born, I've never heard such a married woman asking her father's name.
Oh, many women answer their father's names. So I want to bring some women up to. Thank you so much, Odimoni. Thank you so much, all the way from TikTok. Big shout out to you. I want to bring Taiwo here. Taiwo, please respond on. I'm also going to bring someone too from Facebook. Facebook people, if you're ready, let's make this happen. Like I said, this session is going to last only 10 minutes. Oops, wow. We lost that one. We have more people on TikTok than any of these. Amaka Delia. Amaka seems to have internet problems because she keeps popping back and forth. Okay, I've got Udeme Desmond. I'm adding him. Oops, I clicked on remove. Sorry, Udeme. I was supposed to go live with you and I clicked on remove. Sad. Okay, come live. Tell me. And I'm also adding Amara on Instagram. Okay, how are you doing? Baba don't turn everything to Igbo. Who they made Desmond? You know no saying don't reach live. Chai. Hey. Waiting they talk. Who understand Igbo? Who understands Igbo? And I can't seem to remove him. His network is locked. He has actually left us. Waiting, Baba, they talk. I don't remove him. Hey, hello, the way you appear for the live, just fear me. Hi, darling. So tell me, what is your take?
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you doing? What is your take?
I'm good. How are you doing today? How is your family?
Family is fine. How is yours?
It's fine.
Okay, so tell me what you think.
Can you hear me?
Very clearly. Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Ha, now wow, this brother don't cast his whole family and he doesn't know he's live. Bros, you are live. Oh. I've tried to remove him. It's actually not. I don't even have. Baba don't cast. Oh, finally. Waiting the guy they talk. Okay. Therapist Joy on TikTok. How are you doing, my darling sister? Facebook people, send your request. I'll bring you guys two on.
Good morning.
Good morning, gorgeous. How are you doing?
Fine.
All right. What is your take?
Well, for me, I think carrying our surname over is really important to us.
Is it important to you or to the guys?
To both of us, you get.
Okay.
Okay, just imagine I get married to you and we didn't go to the process of having a court marriage or a wedding. Right? This is the only name that appears in my certificate. And my other name. So just imagine I drop my surname, my other name. What am I showing as evidence in this Nigeria world out today? So we need to think both ways.
Guys, do you agree with her? Ladies especially, I want you guys to call because I know say now body go they buy to now. Thank you so much, Therapist Joy. Thank you so much. I can't believe, this is what I used to do on the radio on Live and Dangerous, and I'm already doing it on my own platform now. And we have quite an audience, about 300 on Instagram. Is dropped to like 266, about 100 on TikTok, and quite a few on YouTube and Facebook too, even though today it seems like the concentration is TikTok and Instagram. All right, how are you doing? We've got a lady here. How are you?
Yeah, Daddy Freeze.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right, what is your opinion?
Well, it's really important because if we don't carry our names, really, who are we going to be in the next 20 years?
Hey, that's free.
That's if you don't carry your husband's name, or if you carry your husband's name.
If we carry our husband's name, because it's a legacy, yeah, it's something we should know. Our children should know that we're married to someone, not to ourselves.
Okay.
Yes. Why is he laughing?
I've got two very good-looking guys on Instagram. Instagram people, how are you guys? What's your take? Do you mind if your wife doesn't take your name and retains her father's name, or she hyphenates your name with her father's name?
No.
Guys, we are about to introduce yourselves.
Talk now.
Talk now. Now you will wait for.
Talk now.
Daddy says, I can't hear anything. No. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, for me, once you guys start having that kind of conversation about, I'm going to be having my dad's name, with your name and all that, once you start having that kind of conversation, you guys should know that you're not on the right track at all.
Why? What if the girl is a great girl, but she just does not want to leave her father's name?
No, there's a reason why they always want to have that name in front. Once they start having that kind of conversation with you, they are trying to take control. I'm not trying to categorize most of these career women we have in these days now, this generation. That's what they want to do. Once they get this career going, they want to be in charge. What men can do, women can do better. Watch them very well. When they start holding those kind of conversation with you, hear what they're going to be telling you. They're going to talk about general stuff, saying, okay, this was going to happen, this was going to happen. My name is always going to be from I'm going to make a name for myself. So that name, I'm coming from my father's house, so I need to have that name there because I'm making a name for myself before I'm going to be with you. So when they start holding that kind of conversation with you, you know where they're headed to. But I know, ladies that live abroad, if they're getting married to white men, they always tell you because they don't want to, erase their lineage. And that's still, a little bit reasonable if you're getting to someone that's, getting married to someone that's not from your country or from your tribe or culture or something. That's a little bit reasonable. But when you're talking to your own Nigerian person, like your own African person, we shouldn't be having that kind of conversation because we know our roots, we know our values, we know what's high.
Exactly.
Okay, point noted. Thank you very much. We have another gentleman. What is your take?
Thank you, Daddy. Hello, I can't hear.
We can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear you though, but I know you're nodding your head, but I can't hear you. I don't know what's wrong.
Go ahead. We can hear you clearly.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll request back, okay?
All right then. All right. Neka Spiff, where are you? I'm bringing you on. All those my troublesome women. We like to fight. Where are you people on this live? Let me hear from you. Cynthia, okay. Go live. I've brought two gentlemen, even though only one talked. On TikTok, I'm still accepting requests. TikTok family, please feel free to send me your requests. Someone said, don't add women. Me, Mayor, go live. Hello, Mayor. Can we see you, please? Can we see you? Which one is all these lights off?
Okay, just 1 minute.
Tell me what you think. Hey, you have a nose ring.
Yeah. And a tongue ring.
Let me see your tongue ring.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me see your tongue ring. Wasn't it painful?
No.
Are you sure? Which was more painful, your nose ring or your tongue ring?
No, none was painful.
Be there lying to yourself.
No, I'm serious. It's not painful. It's just like a sharp feeling, and that minute it goes away.
How long ago have you had your nose ring for?
I think my nose ring is about
6 years or so.
Has it healed completely? Meaning, if you pull out the ring,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
pull it
sure.
out and you don't wear it for 1 week, will it block?
Sure. No, I think because I've never taken my nose ring off, but I think if I should leave it for up to 1 week, it might get blocked because the nose is very, very like I don't know how to explain, but I think it is up. Like if you have an injury in your nose, gets ill faster. So if I should take it off for like 1 week now, it's going to close up.
After 6 years, these things were allowed. I used to have a nose ring as a child when I was like 18. I got adventurous and I pierced one of my nostrils and I pierced my ears too. As a child, I used to have very wild.
I used to have 2, but I removed 1, and this has blocked completely. But the mark is still there.
Oh wow, yeah. Anyway, tell me, what is your take?
I just joined now, so I didn't catch up.
Okay, let me ask the question. Is it okay for a woman to keep her father's name after she gets married? A friend of mine said he was not going to pay his wife's bride price if she kept her father's name or hyphenated her father's name. What is your take?
Growing up, I'm used to the fact that once a woman should get married, she should take her husband's name. So I still stand in that motion, but the world is actually changing. Things are actually changing. So if you as a woman, you meet a man that wants to get married to you and is okay with you keeping your father's name, then fine. But if your husband is not okay with it, then go ahead and change it. It's just a simple thing.
Thank you very much. And your nose ring is lovely. All right, we've got 2 ladies, or a guy and a lady.
I'm a girl.
Oh wow, hi. It's hard to tell these days. Guys look like ladies, ladies look like guys. It's a unisex world, and I kind of like it. All right, talk to me. What is your take?
I believe that when it comes to the advancement of anything women, those who tend to want to relegate women back to the olden days are men. Anything advancement of women, want to get abortion. Oh no, we don't do that. Okay, like the example you just gave. Why do we have to use the previous past old examples we're trying to move forward here? Okay, what if I can pay my bride price 10 times? And this is not about me being a career woman. What if you married me, I changed my name, and then eventually I decided to change my name back. Decided to take your bride price, and I can give you your bride price back 10 times. Would you still want to be in that marriage with me? So why is it that anything with the advancement?
Now, let me tackle you on that. Let me tackle you on that. I'm very pro-abortion. I've always been pro-abortion because I grew up in the hood. And one of the things you pick up from the hood is you learn that some children don't deserve the kind of suffering they are suffering.
Absolutely.
I lived in the hood and I saw it, and my wife says I'm very emotionally detached. She may be right. She may be right to a large extent, but I don't think of emotions. Oh, a little clot of blood is now going to be a baby, and then that baby is going to live with kwashiorkor, and then she or he is not going to be able to have access to amenities or education. Why bring the baby? What's now in things like here's my take on abortion, because you raised it, for instance, with regards to issues like the woman was, for instance, we heard stories of armed robbers coming to the house, and then the woman is raped, for instance, and then she gets pregnant. I believe keeping that pregnancy is entirely the woman's prerogative.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not the
But keep in
parents'
mind,
prerogative.
laws
It's
are
not
made.
anyone's prerogative. That's hers.
Correct.
However,
But
if
in
the woman
America
is
here,
married, it's no longer her prerogative. It's a decision the husband has to support. Do you understand?
correct.
For
Correct.
instance, you want, imagine you're my wife, and then God forbid you get raped and get pregnant, and then you say you want to keep the baby. So I'm going to have to live with waking up to see a child that's going to remind me of an incident that, let me tell you, yeah, you guys don't get it. I was robbed in my final year in the university in 2001, the same day America was struck, because I can never forget. It was the September 11th, 2001. I haven't gotten over it till today. Then you now want to have a child in my house that will give me a constant reminder? God forbid. Do you understand?
I understand.
So I'm just going to give you examples. Now, for
But keep in
instance,
mind that legislations are made by majority men.
men. Now,
Rules are made by
I'm not one of those
majority
men who, for instance, will say, for instance, somebody says in America, it's still the woman's prerogative. Oh, yes, it's the woman's prerogative, but don't bring a child that you are now going to have to raise with you. Do you understand? You see, it is your prerogative if you're a single mom. It's your prerogative if you live with your parents. But if you live with me and you choose to have a child that was conceived in a way that is torturous to me, and then I have to join you to raise that child, I don't think I would. I think that marriage will end. You understand? Because I don't want to be remembered of turmoil. I don't. And you see, pregnancy is not something cute. You can't touch your wife for like 6 months while she's pregnant, and another few months while she gives birth. For what? For you understand? Be thinking about it. You see, it's a lot. You do it for your child, but then for a child that's going to come and then going to remind you of an incident. So you see that now. If it's a woman's health, for instance, I know women who almost died in their first, second, third pregnancy, and then they get pregnant the 4th time, and she says she wants to keep the baby. So it's no longer your prerogative, because now you want to die and leave me to take care of the other 3 kids alone. So it becomes our prerogative. I have to help you decide. Take it out. You understand? So I'm not one of those people that would say abortion is bad. I'm more of, why do you need it?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So saying that men categorically, but however, I want my wife to answer my name. You understand? I would feel, maybe it's an ego thing. I would feel more comfortable with my wife having my name than my wife having her father's name. Personally, I'd feel more comfortable. That's my take, for instance. It doesn't mean,
quite simple.
So, what do you guys think? There was a bit of a break in transmission.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. It's quite simple, and it depends on your partner. If your partner is okay with it, then fine. If your partner is not okay with it, and you know it's something you can do without, then why not? It's actually quite simple, but we humans, we tend to make things very complicated.
If it's an agreement with you and your husband, absolutely.
Let me ask you, would you like to keep your own name? Lady in glasses. Would you like to keep your own name? For instance, if you got married, would you like to keep your own name?
To be honest with you, my last name was pretty long. So, and being in America, people kind of find it very difficult to pronounce my last name. So I changed it to my husband's name.
Okay. It wasn't done because your husband forced you, it was because your own name was not too nice.
Not that it wasn't nice. It had great meaning. It does. But if you're in America, just for people to pronounce your name, it takes quite a long time. So I just chose my husband's name.
To be very honest, I care more about how a name sounds than its meaning. I'm not down for that meaning. There's so many names that have beautiful meanings that just sound horrible. Let me try to remember one of those names as in really horrible sound, but it has a beautiful meaning. I don't care about the meaning. Let it sound nice. I like names that are soft, like rain. You know, even though it has no meaning, it's just rain. It sounds nice.
Right.
You know, but then you now and then they say it means God is in control of everything. Come on, God is already in control of everything. Please give me another nice name. All right, we have, let me add a guy.
Thank you, Dr. Prince.
Thank you so much for joining.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye. I'm adding a couple of guys now. You guys will not join.
Daddy Free, did you just say guy? Me, your sister, guy.
No vex. So I just they click on everybody. I'm not saying a woman goes come here again.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no vex. This your eyebrow is very nice. Oh.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
What are we talking about? I just got home.
Question is it okay for a woman to keep her father's name in her husband's house?
I think it depends on the woman.
Depends on the woman or the man.
It depends on who. Let me speak for me. I'm a woman. I'm not going to speak for the man, right? I've been married to my husband for 26 years. I didn't keep my father's last name. And it's not because he didn't want me to not keep it. It's just something I didn't do. So once I got married, I changed it. But I'll tell you what. I have 3 girls, all girls, right? And you know our African culture. Oh, you don't have a boy. It's not personally directed. But I made a choice with my husband, being in agreement with it, and my girls to say, okay, when they get married, you add your dad's name so that if I name them, so for example, you get married, you put that first name and your husband's last name. Now it's gonna depend on the husband what they want to do, and that's
what if the husband says no, it's a deal breaker for me? Your mother married your father and she changed his name. Why do you want to keep your own father's name? What is in a name?
It's a deal breaker for him, right? Then that's something they're gonna have to deal with. I'm not a part of that. I'm not gonna. Oh no.
It's not exactly a deal breaker for me, but I won't be happy.
Huh? I didn't hear you.
I said it's not exactly a deal breaker for me. It's not like, oh yeah, whatever. But I won't be happy.
Exactly, but guess what?
And
in this day and age, I'd rather not make something as little as that be a problem in the marriage.
now you see, you can't say you see, I have a problem with choosing what is little and what is big for everybody else. You see, if you have epilepsy, for instance, something as little as a flashing light is dangerous to you. If you have asthma, something as little as sweeping the floor is dangerous to you. Same thing with mental health and preferences. Do you understand? If it means something to you, I don't see why I should judge you. If you're a good man, for instance, not like you are beating your woman and you are harassing her life and frustrating her. If you're a good man and you feel that no, you want your wife to bear your name, I don't see why it becomes an issue, and then the woman now tries to belittle your preference, especially when your father did it, her father did it. Maybe if your mom's zone was different, and then you can still argue that you didn't like the way your father and your mom were. You want, I think a guy too is entitled. We have a guy here who has a baby. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the phrase I called you the radical doctor, the radical pastor. So, and I think the idea for me, I think the idea is just like a woman is like all the ladies like, okay, let's like they sat down and they did like a meeting, you know. And for me, as a guy, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I see it as a pride for a man. You know, like you normal now, like, technology advancement. Woman, the other lady that was talking from America, she said men try to eradicate any advancement from women, which is not like that. And that's one of the reasons why some women was like, okay, we need to put our name. We need to put our name. We don't need to remove our name when we get married. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing, but I think it's a pride for a man, Like I got married and my wife changed his name to my name. It's just a pride for a man. That's it.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I don't think it is a pride a man should be deprived of, especially if he wants it, if he considers it something worthy of doing.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. We have somebody else with us now, and I think we're going to end with this gentleman. A lot of people are saying, Daddy Freeze, you're not adding me. I'm not adding you because you've not requested. I can't go and start looking for you to add. Please send a request. All right? So go ahead.
You mean me?
Yes, you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be on your live.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I've been following your shows and all that, and even your church and all that. I must really confess, I've really learned a lot, listening to you and all that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. For the topic today, I wouldn't mind if she if she put her name in there. If she puts her last name and then use my last name, where I'm gonna have problems for the kids. Like if the kids doesn't take my last name, that's where I have problems. So if she want to put her last name, it's not a problem. She can put her last name and then add my name there. So it's not a problem. So yeah, this is my take on it. So because there's no way you're gonna marry a woman and ask her not to put her last name. So if she want to add her last name, she can add it, or your name must be there as well. So this is my take.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for that, bro.
When I say person, sure. Some people get
Sorry, you were saying something, sis.
I totally am enjoying and embracing my husband's name for sure. It's a person. For me, I just feel like I agree with that gentleman. It puts some form of respect. That word Mrs. It's huge. But Mrs. A, Mrs. B. I pride though. When it's I carry the pride. It feels good. It feels good. But you see, anything that whether you want to do it or not, I think the perspective. But if you ask, I would maybe gazillion times.
All right, final caller right here. Go ahead. Someone said hyphenated names are for weak men. So we've got a gentleman with the glasses that slept off on us the last time. Go ahead. What is your take?
My brother.
Okay, my darling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Daddy Freeze.
Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
It depends. And he has to come with understanding of the guy and the woman.
Okay.
Okay, let's assume you are married to a celebrity that has built her name right from, let me just make an example, Yemi Alade.
Or Tiwa Savage.
You understand? There are a lot of ladies that are career women, they built their name. They have a family line mate, wants to keep a daughter of Abiola, wants to keep that name to herself. Sometimes these names are very strategic. Now, you see, although you have a point, and I agree with you. For instance, you want to marry Whitney Houston, you don't want to tamper with the brand Whitney Houston. Yes,
you want to marry Vivica Fox or Tiwa Savage or, like you said, Yemi Alade. I don't want to tamper with the brand. Or you also want to marry Bill Gates' daughter and you don't want to tamper with the brand. But you see, at what stage? What if you marry Yetunde Muftao, who is a carpenter's daughter, and she decides she wants to keep the legacy of the carpenter. At that stage, you see, it's how do we? You see, celebrities, man, say our father is a celebrity carpenter in their village. You see, people tend to abuse these things. Of course, you see, when you're married someone like Tiwa Savage, of course, it's totally. She's going to continue being Tiwa. If I were to get married to Tiwa Savage, she's going to continue being Tiwa Savage. No need for her to start changing it. That now is now me putting my pride before logic. Like everybody has agreed, it's a thing of pride. Yes, but let's not put pride before logic. You understand? I want to get married to an established. I'm not talking of up and coming that Nami go still help and blow. I'm talking of an established star. Do you understand? It becomes wicked for you to now try to hold her back because of your pride. However, sometimes there was a girl I dated, one of my exes. I think my very first or my second girlfriend that I dated when I was really young. She said she wanted to keep her father's name because she promised her dad she was going to keep her father's name. And I was like, no. It was one of the reasons why we broke up. I was like, no, you promised your father, so what is it? It's not like your father is a former president or your father is Albert Einstein or Bill Gates or Elon Musk. Do you understand? Or Dangote or Wole Soyinka or something that you just because you made your father a promise. Well, go and marry your father now. He's not too old to marry you. You understand? So we had a bit of that. Maybe now I might not have been as harsh, but it was a deal breaker because I didn't see any future with us. I was young. I was maybe 18 or 19, but I still didn't see any future with her. I was like, no, this girl will give me trouble. And trust me, she remarried like 5 times. So she did give me trouble. She did give whoever she married trouble 3 or 4 times down the line. So I get where you're coming from. And that is a valid point.
Of course, the issue really is just for you both to have that understanding. Once you have that understanding, there's nothing that it's not a big issue, really. Some guys have complex, and I have to let you know that. Sometimes you just want to be like the traditional way. You must keep my name. So I am married to a family, a renowned family in Owo. And my wife wanted to keep her name. I said, oh, well and good. Most times now, go on Facebook most times Facebook. Go and check out ladies' profile. Their names are there. Their father's name are there. Just for identity's sake. Most times, you understand? If you want to trace any of your colleagues in school, go and search her name. If you don't find it, that means she has changed to her father's name. But you have to do a lot of work to find your colleagues of, let's say, 20, 30 years back, because they changed names. So most ladies now are having their father's name so that you will still be able to trace them. On Facebook, I noticed that lately.
Anyway, you're right. Like you said, it's something that the situation will determine. If the man is understanding and the woman is coming from a place of celebrity or status, you're the daughter of the Oni of Ife, or you understand, it's totally different. But sometimes when you say people have complex, we all have complex. So even me, I have complex to an extent. Do you understand? It's not easy to be husband of a woman. You give me the whole responsibility. You know what it is to be husband of a woman? Women share everything with men except financial responsibility. To even find a woman that will share financial responsibility with you is hard. That's why I thank God for Taste Buds every day. Taste Buds still they share some responsibility with me, even though I try to carry the lion's share most of the time. Not all of the time, but most of the time. At least she still shares with me. But then imagine a relationship where I'm paying 95% of the bills, and then you are still answering your father's name, and your father is not giving us 5 kobo, and your father dies and cannot even leave you an inheritance, but you must still carry his name to my house, and I'm the one paying your bills. It will be annoying now.
It will surely be.
It will be annoying. You see, women, Abby, you see, women want to claim everything. They want to share the decision making. They want, I'm keeping my husband, so I'm keeping. But then when it's time for the bill, they just look away and look at you. I've been in those kind of relationships before, where you get to carry all the bills, and then it's not like they give you extra respect. It's not like, no, you just get to carry all the bills. So that can be very annoying. Now, many of these women, many of these so-called career women, if you marry a career woman in America, you will share the decision making, but you also share the finances, the financial responsibility. You understand?
I've been most times in developed countries, most ladies take up their own bills. Even when you go out to eat, they want to pay. They want to share the bill with you. We don't have that here.
Anyway, guys, that's as far as we can go today. Thank you all so much. Lovely hanging out with you. Yes?
Please, I've been wanting to ask you a question. It's just a little